Hello students, hope you all are fine. Today we are discussing a new chapter, attraction and repulsion. Attraction and repulsion. So, before that, do you know what is attraction? Okay, so attraction means the ability to attract anything. So, here we are discussing in this chapter, we are discussing about attraction and repulsion. So first of all, we can see a experience of two children. They are sharing their experiences here. The experience is that whenever there is a strong wind, the front door of Neenu's house usually bangs against the wall. Neenu and her brother managed to get some object and they fixed them on a portion connecting the wall and the door. So, now if the door is opened, it remains close to the wall itself. The door does not bang against the wall when the wind blows. Have you noticed this? Their mother and asked. Here, Neenu's house, they facing one problem that whenever the wind will come, എപ്പോഴൊക്കെ നല്ല കാറ്റ് നല്ല ശക്തമായി വീശിയടിക്കുന്ന സമയത്ത് വാതിലെ ചുമരിലേക്ക് വാലിലേക്ക് പോയി മുട്ടുന്നുണ്ട്. സോ ദേ ഹാവ് ടു സോൾവ് ദാറ്റ് പ്രോബ്ലം. ദേ ഡോണ്ട് നോ ഹൗ ടു സോൾവ് ദാറ്റ്. ദേ കെപ്റ്റ് two things in each other, but they can't solve that. And finally, they solved it. How they solved? The mother was shocked when she did it. Then after a few days, when the wind walls, the door and the walls remains a gap. It's between a gap they can see. So the mother asked her, what you can do, how you can do this one. So here they are telling 4 steps. Set 1, they kept, first of all, they kept wooden block and gum. Wooden block and gum. Then this is set 1. Then next set 2. They are filed to do this set. So they choose another set. What is that? Magnet and iron piece. Magnet and one iron piece. Then set 3. They choose 2 magnets. 2 magnets. At last, set 4. They choose bricks. They choose bricks. These are the 4 sets they used. First of all, they used wood block and gum. ഇങ്ങനെ ചെയ്താൽ അവർക്ക് ആ പ്രോബ്ലം സോൾവ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുമോ? വുഡ് ബ്ലോക്ക് ആൻഡ് ഗം. ദെൻ സെക്കൻഡ് ദേ ടേക്ക് magnet and one iron piece. Then third, 2 magnets, and fourth, some bricks. Which if your home, at your home having the same problem, which steps did you use? Yes, magnet and iron piece. നമ്മൾ മാഗ്നറ്റും അയൺ പീസും എടുക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾക്ക് ഈ പ്രോബ്ലംസ് സോൾവ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. ബിക്കോസ് നമ്മൾ വുഡ് ബ്ലോക്കും ഗമ്മും എടുത്താൽ അത് ഒട്ടി നിൽക്കും അവിടെ ഇല്ല. അതേപോലെ 2 മാഗ്നറ്റ്സ് എടുക്കുകയാണെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾക്ക് we can't solve that problems. By using bricks we can't do this one, but when we use magnet and iron piece we can easily solve the problem, because we know that magnet have the capable for attract the things. This is the, do you know what is magnet? So these are the examples for magnet. I have one small magnet. This is the example for magnet. There is a different types of magnet in size, shape. We know the magnet, and you can see magnets at your home also. also. So now let us see what are the magnetic substances. Substance that have the capable for attract, it is known as magnetic substance, and substance that can't attract any other things, it is non-magnetic substances. So what is magnetic? Substances that can attract a magnetic is magnetic substances, and the substances that can't, they are unable to attract the magnet, is non-magnetic substances. So first of all, let us see magnetic substances. Magnetic substances. What is magnetic substances? Substances that attract magnet. Substances that attract magnet, it is magnetic substances. Now let us see non-magnetic substances. Non-magnetic substances. Substances that have unable to attract the magnet. Substances that unable to attract magnet, it is non-magnetic substances. Okay, now did you understand magnetic substances and non-magnetic substances? Okay, can you give any examples for magnetic substances? What are the examples for magnetic substances? Let us see. Here I said this is a magnetic. Let us see this magnet. This is a pen. This pen has a magnetic substance or non-magnetic substance. ഇപ്പോൾ ഈ പെന്ന് മാഗ്നറ്റിക് സബ്സ്റ്റൻസ് ആണോ നോൺ മാഗ്നറ്റിക് സബ്സ്റ്റൻസ് ആണോ എന്നുള്ളത് നമുക്ക് നോക്കണം. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഈ മാഗ്നറ്റിക്കിൻ്റെ അടുത്തേക്ക് ഈ പെന്ന് ഇങ്ങനെ കൊണ്ടുവരികയാണെങ്കിൽ ഇവിടെ എന്തുണ്ട്? അട്രാക്ഷൻ നടക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ? അട്രാക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ടോ ഇത്? ഇല്ല. സോ പെൻ ഈസ് എക്സാമ്പിൾ ഫോർ നോൺ മാഗ്നറ്റിക് സബ്സ്റ്റൻസസ്. ഇപ്പോൾ മനസ്സിലായോ? പെന്നിന് അതേപോലെ മാഗ്നറ്റിക്കിന് പെന്നിനെ അട്രാക്ട് ചെയ്യാനുള്ള ഒരു കഴിവില്ല അല്ലെ. പെന്നിന് മാഗ്നറ്റിനെ അട്രാക്ട് ചെയ്യാനുള്ള കഴിവില്ല. സോ ദ പെൻ ഈസ് എ നോൺ മാഗ്നറ്റിക് സബ്സ്റ്റൻസസ്. ലെറ്റ് us see. This is a pin, safety pin. Let us see. It is a magnetic or non-magnetic substances. What is your opinion? Just guess. Pin is a magnetic or non-magnetic substances. Okay, let us see. Here we can see the pin has the power to attract. Pin was attracting with a magnet. So the safety pin, it is a magnetic substances. Did you understand? The pen is a non-magnetic substances and pin is a substatic magnetic substances. Let us see any other. This is a spoon. Let us see. The spoon is a magnetic or non-magnetic substances. What do you say? It is magnetic or non-magnetic? So let us see. Here we can't see the attraction. ഇവിടെ attraction നടക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ? അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഈ മാഗ്നറ്റിക് പീസ് സ്പൂണുമായിട്ട് അട്രാക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ടോ? No. So spoon is an example for non-magnetic substances. Let us see some coins. Here I have 2 coins. So first of all, let us see with this coin. Here we can't see magnetic substances. ഇവിടെ attraction നടക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ? മാഗ്നറ്റും കോയിൻസും ആയിട്ട് attraction നടക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ? ഇല്ല. But here we can see this coin was attracting with a magnet. So we can see some coins are magnetic substances and some coins are non-magnetic substances. എന്തായിരിക്കും ഇങ്ങനെ കാരണം? Then you can check out at your home pen, pencil, eraser, scale, then plates. You can do this one at your home. You can check what are the magnetic substances and what are the non-magnetic substances. What is the reason behind this? Do you know that? What is the reason? Let us see. Before that, you should make two columns and you should write which are the magnetic substances and which are the non-magnetic substances. Here, let us write two examples for magnetic substances. What are the two examples for magnetic substances? Some coins. Then pin. These are the examples we here see magnetic substances. And what are the examples for non-magnetic substances? For example, pen, spoon. These are the examples for non-magnetic substances. Okay. Dear student, did you understand magnetic and non-magnetic substances? So, make two columns at your notebook and make two columns A and B, then magnetic substances and non-magnetic substances, and you want to complete the table with the examples. So, you can write lots of examples for magnetic and non-magnetic substances. It is very easy, no? You can check it is magnetic or non-magnetic. Yet, I think you all of you have magnetic at your home. Okay. Now, we said about magnetic. അല്ലെ, നമ്മൾ മാഗ്നറ്റിക്കിനെ കുറിച്ച് കുറച്ച് കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ കണ്ടു. മാഗ്നറ്റിക്കിന് എന്ത് പവർ ഉണ്ട്? അട്രാക്ട് ചെയ്യാനുള്ള പവർ ഉണ്ട് എന്നുള്ളത് നമ്മൾ നോക്കി. Now let us see the story behind this magnetic. എങ്ങനെയാണ് ഈ മാഗ്നറ്റിക് കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചത്, അതേപോലെ ആരാണ് കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചത്, എവിടെയാണ് ഇത് കണ്ടുപിടിച്ചത്? Let us see a story of a magnetic. A Greek shepherd named Magnus was grazing his sheep on a hilly area, holding a stick in his hand. While climbing a rock, he felt that his stick has got stuck to the rock. It was the piece of iron at the tip of the stick that was attracted by the rock. The rock was nothing but lodestone, capable of attracting iron. The Greeks later started calling such rocks as magnetic. These are natural magnets. Later on, magnets were made using iron, steel, etc. Such magnets are artificial magnets. Here see, when once upon a time a Greek man, he was just walking in the hilly station and he was too old, so he take a stick for hand, and when he was walking in the hill station, suddenly he felt that his stick was sticking in the stone. He kept a thin stone in his tip, so he felt that the tip was attracted in the rock. Then later the Greeks called it a magnetic. It is a rock of magnets. So then later Greek they started to call it magnets. So then now we are using artificial magnets by using iron and then steel. Here we are using the artificial magnetics by using iron and steel. Now, did you understand the story behind the Greeks? a Greek old one man. He was just walking in the hill station. Then suddenly he felt that his stick was sticked in rocks. So he tried to take that. At last they realized that the rock has the power of the rock has the ability of attract the things. Then they called it as magnetics. Now we are using artificial magnets by using iron and steel. Okay students, here we now discussed about magnetics. So here we said that the pen and the spoon, it has not ability to observe or attract the things, but we know that the coins then has the ability to attract. What is the reason? Because here we can see iron. ഏതൊരു വസ്തുവിൽ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഏത് വസ്തുവിലാണ് അയൺ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ സ്റ്റീലിൻ്റെ അംശമുള്ളത് ആ വസ്തുവിനായിരിക്കും ഇനിയൊരു വസ്തുവിനെ അട്രാക്റ്റ് ചെയ്യാനുള്ള കഴിവുള്ളത്. സോ ദ മാഗ്നറ്റിക് ഹാസ് ഓൺലി ഹാപ്പൻസ് വെൻ അതർ ഒബ്ജക്റ്റ് have iron or steel. Then from where in other ways where we can see the magnetic, in speaker, then in earphone we can see the power of magnetics. Okay students, today we are discussed a new chapter, our chapter attraction and repulsion. So first one we discussed about magnetic substances, then later non-magnetic substances. We know that magnetic substance has that attract the magnet, and substances that attract magnet is magnetic substances. And what are the non-magnetic substances? Substances that unable to attract the magnet, it is non-magnetic substances. Then we see a lots of examples for magnetic and non-magnetic substances. Don't forget to make 2 columns and write some examples for magnetic and non-magnetic substances. Thank you.